on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation. You're watching The David Robinson Show
on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.
And good evening, and welcome to the David Robinson Show. Real talk, real people, real conversations. Continuing positive people doing positive things to make a positive difference in their lives and in the lives of others. I have someone that I'm definitely looking forward to actually introducing to the world this evening, someone who has some insight, and he's an entrepreneur. Dealing with cryptocurrency, with something I'm really want to learn more about. But I'm excited to introduce y'all to some of y'all who are not familiar with it, and for some of y'all who are. Mr. Ryan Davis.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you on the show this evening. Heard a lot about you.
Thank you.
And knowing that you're a very successful young man,
Yes,
doing
sir.
some things, and decided to say, hey, I'm going to take a step. I want to change my life and my family life and leave a legacy for your family. And actually, I want you to tell my guests a little bit more about your business and what you do. And without further ado, the mic and the world is watching Mr. Ryan Davis.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. So my name is Ryan Davis, as you just stated, and my background is at that of a cryptologist in the United States Navy.
Slow that down one more time.
I was a cryptologist in the United States Navy.
Cryptologist. Please, before we even go any further, explain what that is.
What cryptology is basically an ability to be able to recognize patterns, codes, and to be able to break codes. If you probably heard of spooks in the military, people who do the intelligence analysts, and so that was my background.
Wow. That alone right now, whoa. So that means you're very intelligent. So you dissect things basically.
Yes, sir, based on patterns.
Oh, wow. That's deep. So what inspired you once you got out of the military
Yes.
to take that step and actually developing your own business?
Yes, sir. I've been an entrepreneur since 2006. And so what it really empowered me is that I wanted to make sure that I was in control of my destiny. I wanted to make sure that I also gave my family the opportunity and the ability to have financial freedom. But more importantly, I wanted to make sure I left a legacy for my children to be able to follow. And so that was very important to me as an entrepreneur, is to be able to make an impact too. And so later on, what I found out is that entrepreneurship was all about solving problems, real world problems. Most problems that whatever people are challenged or complex with is the ability to be able to solve problems utilizing technology, utilizing other platforms. And so that's just what it is that we cater to. That's what we aspire to do, is solving challenging and complex problems in the marketplace.
Wow. Before we get further along into the aspects of your business, what you do, and to educate me as well as my guests a little bit more about what you do, are you a family man?
Yes. I've been married 16 years. I have 4 children. 16. I have a child actually 22 years old. One that's 14, 7 years old, and then I have my youngest daughter 4. So I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
That's amazing. And been married for 16 years.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. And definitely in control of leaving a legacy for your family. So that's real good. So what really inspired you, and what made you come up with the name of the business that you're in?
Well, I have the first business is one you were familiar with, Reveal Global Consulting. Is really to make sure that we were thinking big. Obviously, global means just that. We want to impact billions of people with our technology and solve complex problems. And we decided to do that originally in the area of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And so that gave us the ability to be able to not just do it for the local government and some of the local agencies here, but do it nationally as well as abroad. Wow. And then we decided to say, you know what, let's really not focus here just on the U.S., but let's focus on our people, the African diaspora, and focus on helping to impact 1 billion people through King's Heart. And so we have some solutions that we've developed through King's Heart, which we'll talk about in the NFT space, STEM programs. We also have the cryptocurrency as well that we're focusing in on, making sure that we're empowering our community with that as well.
Whoa. That's powerful information. You're definitely doing some major things in the community and bringing about change, which is so powerful. And I don't even know where to actually navigate from that, because you said some things that were real powerful here that I'm not even familiar with. But the one business that we're going to kind of focus on is crypto.
Okay.
And I know you're doing other things as well. Can you explain more about what crypto is?
Yes. Well, crypto is just a digital form of currency. It's a way that similar to what you would have with your Visa card or your MasterCard. When you look at that chip, that's digitally ingrained into that. Okay. And so crypto is the same. It's the same as your normal money, except it is digital. And so we are entering right now a digital age, a digital economy. It'll be in the next 5 years, experts are saying that we'll be 100% fully digital as an economy. And so it's important for us as an African American community to be able to not be caught behind on that trend, but actually be ahead of the trend.
Wow.
And so what makes us unique, what makes us really something that stands out, is that not only do we believe in cryptocurrency is important, but we believe that it also should be asset backed. And so our cryptocurrency, the Agape coin, is gold backed, right? So just like the dollar, it's fiat currency, but with the Agape coin, we wanted to make sure that we did something extremely special for our community, and we wanted to make sure that it was something that can go on for generational wealth to be created. And the only way for generational wealth to be created is that it's backed by an actual asset. And so we partnered with some folks globally in order to take the technology of crypto, which is again digital currency, and back it by an actual hard asset like gold.
Wow. So you're saying eventually in the next 5 years we will not be using the dollar exchange more so anymore?
No, I believe that the dollar will phase out, just like if you're familiar with 8-track tapes.
Yes.
You're familiar with, then it went to vinyl, and then we went to the compact disc,
right? And
now people are simply using MP3 players.
Exactly.
And now you don't even do that anymore. We're just streaming it right to our phones.
Exactly.
And so everything is evolution, and we're evolving into a place where cryptocurrency and some digital currencies will be the wave of the future.
Well, you know what, Mr. Ron Davis, I'm so excited to have you on my show, and we'll have you back. We're actually going to take a break here. We're going to come back, and we're going to actually get a little bit more education about where we are going in the near future. But some people are familiar, but some of us are not.
Yes, sir.
So I'm really excited. We're going to take a break here, and we're going to get a little bit more of Mr. Ryan Davis and how they can get in contact with you and your information.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're watching The David Robinson Show
on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.
Hello, I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the Book Breakers, and our show is every Wednesday at 5:30. Today we have with us Miss Lynette Shaw. She does taxes, she's a notary, and she repairs credit. Miss Shaw, where can they find you?
Yes, you can go to shawtaxsolution.com, or you can Google Shaw Tax Solution, and I'm located in Rosedale, Maryland.
And remember, it's tax time, so use the one the Book Breakers trust, Lynette Shaw. Shaw Tax Solution.
You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Shaw Tax Solution.
Oh.
Shaw Tax Solution.
Yeah.
Shaw Tax Solution.
Oh.
Shaw Tax Solution.
Yeah.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing education and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the Coyoteman Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancepecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancepecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
The David Robinson Show.
On the Coyoteman Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.
And welcome back to the David Robinson Show. And for my viewers who are watching this evening, you can download your Coyoteman Show. Go to your Coyoteman Show Network. You can go to your app store and download it. The network for those who have cell phones. I'm pretty sure everybody got them. You can definitely download it and be able to see what we are doing here. We are all making some positive changes in our lives and in the lives of others. Back to Mr. Ryan Davis, sir. For those that are watching, and how can they get in contact with you, and what's the name of your company and
Yes, sir.
things like that?
Yes, sir. Specifically, you can go to kingsheart.com so you can see the overall spectrum of what we're doing for our community. But if you want to specifically see the crypto side, you go to theagapecoin.com. That's theagapecoin.com. And then, of course, one thing that's really popular right now in our community that's taking, along in the digital community is NFTs. And so I want to make sure that I let artists know that we have our own NFT platform as well. So if they want to go to aquapignft.com, aquapignft.com.
So
very important.
we're going to jump back to crypto, but explain, since we're on the horizon of that right now,
Yeah.
what is that? Details.
Yeah. So the NFT, just layman's term, it's non-fungible token. And so basically it's a token that's on the network that creates a smart contract for artists to be able to display their work and give them and create opportunities for artists. We specifically wanted to cater toward the Comic-Con as well as the anime industry, but we are accepting all artists to be able to display their art on our platform. And what happens is that people will bid for your work. It allows you to have a global opportunity to be able to have people buy your work for much more than they would at a physical location, because they know that would be a one-of-one piece of art. And so it gives the ability to be able to get artists the opportunity that they would have not normally had within the NFT space. So just wanted to make sure that I shared that alongside of the cryptocurrency that we have developed, the Agape coin.
So now here we go again. You're using technology. You're one that dissect things. So was this something that you came up with, or a group of y'all came up with?
Right. Well, I had the vision in 2018 to develop our own cryptocurrency token. And of course, it takes time to develop something of that magnitude, especially when you're looking to asset backing, because as you know, gold being one of the #1 commodities in the world, very important that we did that, and we were delicate with that, because when you're raising capital and you're getting investors involved, we want to do things with integrity. We want to do things with honesty. We want to make sure that we represent our people to the fullest. And so it was important that we took our time and found the right partnerships in order to work with us on this project. So again, to answer your question, 18, the vision was birthed, and now 2021 we developed the technology. 2022 we're in the launch phase.
So is this almost like, in a sense, when you think about Microsoft, when it kind of first came out and developed, and people had that option to get on board because you had something on grassroots level that was starting out, and here you are at the opportunity, you birth something, and people are having the opportunity to get on board or don't get on board, but I believe they should get on board because everything is changing based on what the information is being given here. So if somebody came on, I'm gonna switch back over to crypto and wanted to invest, say $500, what would that look like down the road?
Well, they can 10 times their return, but we don't want to guarantee things because we understand the SEC and obviously regulated markets, but we want them to 10 times their income. So if you invested 500, we want to make sure we give you a return of 5,000. You know, we want to be able to 10 times, but we don't want to guarantee anything because it is an investment, and with investment comes risk. You know, so we always want to protect our company by always putting that exclusion in place.
So let me ask you something, because you talk about integrity, you're talking about doing something. You've been in this business since 2018. What are your ratios for success stories? Would you say for those who have came on and have came on board and invested some, and what has been their return?
No, we've been able to see 100% of our folks have opportunity to be able to win with it. So it hasn't been anybody negative because it's asset backed. So if you look at even with hyperinflation going on right now in the economy, if you take a look at what's happening with gas prices right now, and you look at what's taking place in the economy, you will see that the prices of gold is going up because of hyperinflation. And that's going to continue to increase. In fact, in the next 10 years, gold will go up at least 540%. With that, coupled with the cryptocurrency, which is the supply and demand, meaning that there's only a limited supply of tokens that you can actually purchase at one particular time. So you couple that up with the escalation of gold and then with the supply and demand of the cryptocurrency, and that's how you have a winning formula to be able to have people have exponential success and growth within our industry.
Hey David, could I ask them one question?
You sure can.
Hey, what is the Agape coin? I might be saying it wrong. Per share.
The Agape coin currently is $52 per share.
Okay, got you. Got you. Okay, it makes sense.
You're really this here. I'm just excited about, because you can get educated about something, and I think that's what we as people it really hurt us, because when you don't have the proper information, then you can't go to the next level. We're left out in the dark.
That's right.
So I do appreciate you coming on to educate not only myself but my viewers that are watching, to be able to get educated about this, so we can access and go to the next level ourselves. So before I go and before we close, what do you able to give to the youth? Are you giving back and to the community where you're at?
One of the biggest things that we're doing is STEM program. We believe that technology and giving people the skills in hacking, in gaming, in artificial intelligence, and machine learning, and robotics. We believe that those career paths are very important for our community to be able to have that skill, that particular skill. And so when you can create a skill for our youth to be able to walk into a career path for them to have, that's important. So at King's Heart STEM, we're currently doing that in Central Maryland, currently at all the YMCAs in Central Maryland, and we're also doing it at the Columbia Association.
Wow. So not only are you, making a positive difference in your life and in your family, but in the community. So you're actually offering this information and training that will create jobs for our youth and for people that want to be empowered with the information. And the Columbia Association and
the YMCA in Central Maryland. All of this YMCA is in Central Maryland.
That's just powerful. So once again, before we actually come to a close, what would you say to the guests and viewers that are actually watching this, what would you say to them? What advice, what information you would give to them when it comes to the technology that you just shared this afternoon?
I would say that we want to make sure, because of all of the different cryptocurrencies out there, we want to make sure that we educate you first. Make sure that you have the proper knowledge on what's the difference between fiat crypto and asset-backed crypto. And understanding that we have all the documentation, because documentation beats conversation. We have a private placement memorandum that thoroughly lays out exactly what it is that you would actually have opportunity to purchase or invest in. But we want to make sure that we educate you. This is not get rich quick, because a lot of people are looking for that out there in the marketplace. Right. This is the ability to be able to allow you to be able to create wealth for your family that's generational, because gold will be here long after you and I are gone. So I just want to make sure people understand that fact is that we're about generational wealth and giving people that opportunity in our community. So,
Mr. Ryan, where do you see your business going in the next, let's just say 5 years from now? Because, man, just sitting here, really talking to you, I'm just really, this has kind of been different because I'm just soaking in information myself, because it's actually educated me. Because being an entrepreneur, you want to be able to have multiple streams of income coming in. And I believe a person, once you got your mind locked and loaded, can't nothing stop it. So I definitely thank you for coming on this evening. Really excited. Once again, before we close, tell my viewers once again how they can get in touch with you.
And before you tell them that, I just got one more question I think the viewers will want to know. Is this Robinhood based, or is it a certain way that they actually purchase this currency?
Great question. We partnered with a company called Meta Wallet. So you would have to download the Meta Wallet in order to be able to purchase the Agape coin. But before we do that, and we launched in that particular platform, we want to make sure our investors actually go to our website, theagapecoin.com, because we want to make sure that before you invest, you actually sign what they call a private placement memorandum. So that way it protects the investor as well as it protects us. But you can download Meta Wallet, because that will be the way for you to download the actual tokens.
That is really powerful, because not only are they getting information before they actually invest. So, because you said the protection, but it's just like, okay, before I do that, let me go through the process of actually understanding what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
So, it covers everybody. But definitely, I'm looking forward to actually working with you.
Yes,
because I'm excited, because, hey, that's just definitely needed. That's where we're going. And before we actually end, you want to say something else, Mr. Coyote?
Oh, man, we just glad to have you. We glad to have you.
Thank you.
On the Coyoteman Show Network. I mean, having any way to, uplift our people financially, is the best thing that could happen here. Yes, they need spiritual wisdom and they need finance, currency, the spirit of this world,
That's right.
so that way they can function and take care of their families properly. So thank you for coming on and educating, and thank you, David, for having me.
Oh, of course, Mr. Coyote. And thank you once again for watching the David Robinson Show. Real talk, real people, real conversations. Until next time, peace out.
You're watching the David Robinson Show
on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.